So I think up next is Abigail.
Hello.
There she is. Hello, Abigail. How are you?
I'm good. I just had such a great time listening to Mark, and I really love what you said about standing on the shoulders of giants, because it's not one person, preaching the gospel to everyone through music. It's all of us together, and together we create this huge patchwork quilt, and some touch some people and some touch others, but without everybody doing their part, it wouldn't have this much impact. So I just love what you said. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, thank you. I agree that you guys are, such a community, I
Yeah,
feel like, a lot of people view music as like, a competition, but and I have experienced that, but for the most part, what I experience is community through musicians and the fans. And, that's what I love about it is the community. Nobody wants competition. That just leaves a bunch of losers. But
I
when you have a
agree.
community, it builds strength.
Yeah, it really does. And somebody, you know, I was just telling someone last week, I went to listen to a friend who had a concert, and we each have to do our part, and we can't compare ourselves to others, because it's so important that each person does their part, because they're going to touch someone that I can't touch, and I will touch someone that they can't. And so it's just so important not to compare yourself as a musician. And we all are so important.
Yes, I agree. So, but if we take it all the way back, how did you get your start in music?
Yeah, I've been singing for as long as I can possibly remember. I started singing for church as probably a preteen, and leading worship at church. And then my aunt bought me a guitar and told me, you need to learn how to play this. And I did not do that because it hurt my fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
uh, and so she bought me this tiny guitar, and then I'd never learned how to play it. And then when I turned 16, I think she bought me another guitar that was bigger. She's like, all right, learn how to play this one. And I actually still did not. I tried, and I only knew like two chords. And one day I was dealing with some things, and I went out into the middle of this field and sat on a hay bale and brought my guitar, and I was like, all right, feelings, I'm going to feel you through this music. And I wrote my first song, and it was just two chords, but it was just a cry out to God. And that that is really why I write music, is to connect with God. And then just I feel like he gives it to me to share with other people so that they can connect with him. And so that's how it all started for
I
me.
love that. I love that. A hay bale. So are you a
Yeah,
farm girl?
I am. Yeah, like I said before we went live, I'm from Wisconsin, and most people from Wisconsin are farm kids. And so, yeah, I grew up not necessarily on a farm, but around family who was farmers. So there was lots of hay involved.
That's that's awesome. What is the first song you're gonna play for us tonight?
This first song is called I Hope. And I feel like this is a song that God sings over us. These lyrics just came to me so fast, and that's how I know that it's not really me writing it, it's the Holy Spirit writing it through me. And so this song is called I Hope, and it's just what God sings over us, I really think. I've tasted freedom before. Felt like my feet were nailed down right in front of that open door. I felt trapped here before. Too afraid to take the leap, cause I wanted to understand everything. But there comes a point that you have to make a choice. So when it comes down to it and the rubber meets the road, I hope that you choose freedom. I hope that you choose love. I pray that you can know that you are enough. again. Stuck between where you've been and a future that's uncertain. I know you're not sure what to do. Believe me, I've been there too. But there comes a point when you have to make a choice. So when it comes down to it, I'm the rubber meets the road. I hope that you choose freedom. I hope that you choose love. I pray that you can know that you are enough. I pray that you choose life. And I hope that you choose joy. And I pray that you can trust, even if you don't know why. 'Cause every day there's choices we all have to make. You can choose left or right, or back or forward. You can choose left or right, or back or forward. But when it comes down to it, I'm not rubber meets the road. I hope that you choose freedom. I hope that you choose love. I pray that you can know that you are enough. I hope that you choose life. I hope that you choose joy. I pray that you can trust, even if you don't know why.
Wow, I loved that song, Abigail. That was awesome. It really, I feel like a lot of what we do in life really is a choice. I love that when you said when you're choosing joy, because joy is different than being happy, right? Like
Right.
joy is being okay with where you are, even if you're not necessarily happy. And I feel like that's just such a really good reminder to always choose joy. That's what the Bible says, right? And speaking of
Yeah.
Bibles, I do see that you have a verse behind you. Is there a particular reason why you have that on there? Do you change it? Is it something that you leave up there?
It's funny that you bring that up. Joe brought that up a while ago, and I wrote that on there on the new year of 2017. And last time on Red's Room, I said that it was 2019, but I looked it up and it's actually 2017. So I've had that on there for 5 years now, and I've never changed it because every time I look at it, it's like it is a Bible verse. So it's Isaiah 43:19. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. And every time that I look at it or it speaks to me, God's telling me I'm still doing the new thing. Even that old thing that is past, the next thing is new, and he's always doing something new in our lives. And it's just up to us to open our eyes to see it, or open our ears to hear the next thing he's calling us into. So yes, that's the story with that. It's a new thing, but it's been there for 5 years, and I don't think I'm gonna change it.
Nice. So have you ever done any traveling?
Yes, I've done lots of traveling. You mean for music or just in general?
Either one.
My husband and I did YWAM in 2018. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It's Youth with a Mission, and it was one of the coolest experiences because it's kind of like a gap year, like a Christian gap year, and you spend 5 months, based on depending on the school, and you go and you just spend the whole 5 months in basically college about Jesus. And every week it's a different teacher in a different class, and it's all kinds of topics like hearing God's voice and the father heart of God and things like that. And that really changed my relationship with God completely. So if anybody ever wants to go do a YWAM experience, I would definitely recommend it. We went to Toowoomba, Australia for that. As far as music goes, I mostly have just sang in Wisconsin. However, I did get to go to Kansas City, Missouri, and sing at a tiny little festival there this past fall, and that was incredible. I just met the most amazing people, and around that time, Red reached out to me, actually, was like, hey, did you ever do any online concerts? And I said, ooh, no. I don't know if I really want to, and I was so leery of it, but it has been just the most incredible experience, and I just want to thank you again, Red, because it's so cool, you guys, to be able to be hanging out with Katie, who's in Massachusetts, and everybody else who's in a different state. Red's in sunny California. He was saying it's 70, and it's like the wonders of technology where I get to be friends with you guys from all across the world. It's so cool, and it's such a cool way to share each other's music. I love listening to everyone else's music. So
yes, yeah,
very long answer.
I feel so blessed, like I said, by these ministries and getting to meet people that I would never have met and hear music that I wouldn't hear just, staying around here or listening to the radio.
Right.
Like what you guys are doing is so important. And I'm really excited to hear what you have next. So what song do you have for us next?
Yeah, the next song I have is called You Feel Like Home. And this one is honestly just my favorite of the songs that I've written. Mostly because it talks about how no matter how many times we walk away from God, he just carries us right back to him, and he's only one step away. Even if we walk 500 steps away from him, all you have to do is turn around. So this song is called You Feel Like Home. I am a drifter, wandering back and forth. I am a nomad, and I don't know which way is north. I feel like an orphan, 'cause I'm not sure what my home is. Still you reach out to me. You always find my weary feet. You always carry me out of my darkness and into your brightness. You will light the path in front of me, steady me, and you dust me off, and you lift up my face to speak my name. I know I'm not a stranger, and you feel like home. Ooh, ooh, you feel like home. When I am a wanderer, you won't give up. When I get distracted, you won't ever turn your back. And though I walked away at least 1,000 times, still you reach out to me. You always find my weary feet. You always carry me out of my darkness and into your brightness. You will light the path in front of me, steady me, and you dust me off, and you lift up my face. You speak my name. I know I'm not a stranger. You feel like home. Ooh, ooh, you feel like home. And if I get lost in my wandering, I know I'm never far from home. If I just speak your name, you'll come and get me. You said you never leave me on my own. No, no, you always carry me out of my darkness and into your brightness. You will light the path in front of me, steady me, and you dust feel like home. Ooh, ooh, you feel like home. You feel like home.
Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I forgot what that. So I'm sure people are loving your music as much as I am. I love you. And so where can we find you online on the socials, all the things?
Yeah. The easiest and best way to find me and what I'm doing is to just go onto my website, which is abigailnygren.com. I think my name's written on there, so it's just spelled just like it is on there. And just abigailnygren.com. Scroll down to the bottom, type your email in, and hit subscribe. That's definitely the best way to follow along. Otherwise, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, just my name. Search it, you'll find me. I would be honored to share my songs with you.
Awesome. Well, hopefully a lot of people will be contacting you shortly. And then how many more songs do you have for us?
I have 2, but I can do 1 if that's better for time. So it's up to you.
I'm not, that is a red question.
Two songs is awesome.
All right, good.
All right.
So okay, I'm excited for 2 more. So what song are you playing next?
So this next one I've never played on Red's Room before. I actually pulled it out and dusted it off. The date on here says 5/16/2018. So a couple of years old, but this song is called Focus, and I actually wrote it during the YWAM experience. We had gone to Thailand as part of our outreach, and I wrote the song 2 days after my 24th birthday. And so an alternate title for it is 24 years. And I just felt so unsure what God wanted me to do with my life. And I think a lot of times I still feel that way. And I know a lot of other people do. Like, what am I doing? God, what do you want me to do? And we stress so much about, what am I doing? What do you want me to do? And it's really not about that. God says in the Bible so many times that we need to glorify him. Our main job is to give him glory. And so if we can get the focus off of us and onto him, then we can best obey him by glorifying him. So that was a lot of word vomit. Sorry, but this song is called Focus. I've been wondering what to do with my life. I've been trying to figure out why I'm here. I've been wondering who I am for 24 years now. Still haven't figured it out. It's been 24 years now, and I don't have a plan. I've been trying all sorts of different things, running toward them with full momentum. And I've been trying to write my own story for 24 years now, but I didn't have a pen. It's been 24 years now, you've had it in your hands. And I need to adjust my focus and get it off of me. 'Cause you're not a God of confusion, you're a God of peace. And I need to adjust my focus, it's all about you. Jesus, you satisfy. Jesus, you give me life. The distractions, they come in all forms. Not always bad things, but always about me. They say, what do I want? And wouldn't that make me happy? But it's all counterfeit, 'cause I know my soul needs you. Yeah, for 24 years now, I've existed to praise you. And I need to adjust my focus and get it off of me. a God of confusion, you're a God of peace. And I need to adjust my focus. It's all about you, Jesus. You satisfy. Jesus, you give me life. And I don't need a plan, some grand adventure, or a timeline of my life. I just need a little trust and a little more you and a whole lot less of me. 'Cause I need to adjust my focus and get it off me. 'Cause you're not a God of confusion, you're a God of peace. I need to adjust my focus. It's all about you, Jesus. You satisfy. Jesus, you give me life. Jesus, you satisfy. Jesus, you give me life.
Wow, I love that. I really love the line where you said that you were trying to write your own story, but you didn't have a pen. I love that. I love that. Can you, did that come from like a certain like event in your life, or just, something, where did you come up with that?
Excuse me. I was in Thailand sitting above a women's rescue coffee house, and they had given me this task to reorganize it, and it was a mess up there, and I spent the day making it look nice, and it felt good, but I felt like, gosh, these people are saving women out of human trafficking, and I'm up here organizing their closet, and what do you have for me, God? And I started to wonder, is my life not going to matter? Am I just going to be organizing closets? Like, I want to help people. I want to make a difference. And God just said, hey, Abigail, don't worry about you. I have the plan. You're not the one that gets to write the story. You get to be in it, and you get to be in it. So let's focus on me, because I'm the author and I have the pen. And so that's where that song came from.
Awesome. And that was the other part of the song, right? You said you had to adjust your focus. I like
yes,
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. And I know you said you only have one more for us.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear which one you picked for last.
Thanks. So this last song it's called Meet Me There, and it was the song that started the whole EP that I put out in 2020. And it came from a heart cry of me to God, saying, God, I waited for you and you didn't show up. It was a really hard time of my life, and I was standing there asking God, where are you? You said you would show up and you're not here. And God just spoke to me and he said, are you going to meet me part way, or are you just going to keep standing there yelling at me? And I said, wow, I have been kind of judging God for not coming to save me when all I had to do was take a step toward him. And so this song is just a call to step out. If God, in Matthew 7:7, it says knock and the door will be opened. It doesn't say stand there asking me to open the door and the door will be opened. It says seek and you'll find. So this song is just a call for us to step out, seek, knock. So it's called Meet Me There. I waited for you, but you didn't show. I screamed into the halls, where did I go? And how can I find you in the space between us. I stared out the window but never saw your face. You never came to get me, but I never left this place. And how can I find you in the space between us? How can I look for you where I haven't been? There's some distance between us now, and I'm not really quite sure how. I know we're on shaky ground here, but I think I'm ready now. So here I am, standing on your doorstep. Would you meet me there? Ooh, 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 I start comfortably but impatiently. You should have been here by now. I'm getting tired of waiting. And how can I find you in the space between us? How can I look for you where I haven't been? There's some distance between us now, and I'm not really quite sure how. I know we're on shaky ground here, but I think I'm ready now. So here I am, standing on your doorstep. Would you meet me there? Oh, ooh, 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 how can I expect to find you if I don't open up my eyes? How can I understand you if I don't take the time to know you? How can you save me if I don't open up my heart? How can I expect you to meet me if I don't do my part? So here I am, standing on your doorstep. So here I am, standing on your doorstep. Would you meet me there? Oh, ooh, ooh, would you meet me there? I'll meet you there.
Oh, I love that. I love the way that you ended that, because you're asking a question the whole time, and then that's when we get the answer, right? We don't get it when we can ask the question 1,000 times, and sometimes we don't get the answer until he's ready to give it to us. And then we're like, oh, okay. So I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. And I'm sure Red will have you back again and again. Can't wait.
Well, thanks, Katie. It was great to meet you. And it is always such a pleasure to be here with Kindred Spirits. So I'm so looking forward to hearing the rest of it. So have a great night, guys.